Today the webinar topic is how to deploy AI agents with agent breaks. So it is a quite proven modular approach and the fastest way to rise your AI force today. So let's begin with the webinar. Before we start with the webinar, I would like to give you a brief introduction about what is CloudFronts and what we do over here. So I have been associated with CloudFronts for more than 2 years so far. So we at CloudFronts help teams and organizations worldwide build solutions and solve complex business challenges with Microsoft Cloud, AI, and AIS. We also have our global presence in US, Singapore, and India. So this was all about what is CloudFronts and what we do at CloudFronts. So we are also recognized as Databricks Select Partner, and we also tend to have long-term partnership with Microsoft, more than a decade, I would say. So this is the entire journey of CloudFront so far. So before we begin with the webinar, let's discuss the agenda for today. So I have divided this webinar into 5 subsections, starting with understanding the evolution of AI over the years, followed by what is Agent Breaks and how this platform operates, what are the modules Agent Breaks comprises of. Also, to understand Agent Breaks and its capabilities, I have created a short demo. So the demo is on HR Knowledge Assistant. We'll be giving you a detailed demo and a summary on this as we move ahead, and I'll try to provide you a summary of the product that is still under development towards the end of the webinar. This is our own in-house product that is under development for one of our biggest client and long-term partnership, and we have been in business with this client for over 6-7 years now. So we are deploying this product for a huge US based manufacturing company. So starting with the webinar, the first topic is understanding the evolution of AI over the years. So, what we see today is a quite developed and the advanced version of AI, I would say. But let's circle back to the 1950s when the AI was just introduced, and the first model was built into the 1957. So, the model name was Perceptron. So this was the very first AI module. It was a very simple a model which had very basic functionalities. It used to just provide output into binary. So let's say if we provide an image and ask, is this a cat? It would simply respond with, yes, it's a cat. So this was a very basic and a simple model that was developed. Later on, scientists realized that in 1980s, 1990s, that instead of having a single perceptron, they can build a network of neurons. So that is how the whole artificial neural network came into existence. So artificial neural networks were basically neurons stacked over each other, and this had a lot of capabilities more than perceptron. It started reading, understanding handwriting, digits, and many more things. So to understand what exactly it does is, so instead of having a conversation with a single person, artificial neural network had the capability to cooperate in a way that instead of having a conversation with single person, we can have a group conversation. In this process the neural network learned from each other. So this learning mechanism and learning from errors and mistakes, this whole mechanism was named as the backpropagation. So this is all about how artificial neural network used to operate on a deeper level. Moving ahead, things started getting really very interesting in the 2000s, where deep learning was introduced. So the model of deep learning functions like all the artificial neural networks were stacked upon one another, and it used to coordinate with each other and learn skills from each other. Let's try to understand this this deep learning functionality by a very simple real life example. So let's say we are trying to learn how to ride a bike. So when we are trying to learn how to ride a bike, we wouldn't directly jump on a bike and try to ride it. So we will start by first understanding how the balance works, try to learn the balance, then try to learn the functionality of the bike, the acceleration, and how the gear changes, and these kind of skills. So as you all can observe that there is a pattern to learn anything. We learn one skill based on the previous skill. For say we learn how to balance first and then to accelerate. So, deep learning used to process in the exact same manner. It used to learn from the previous skill that it already has. And that is how it learned a lot of things over the time. So, moving ahead, later, a really game changing paper was released in 2017. So, this paper was released by a Google former research scientist. So, this paper, the name of this paper was Attention is All You Need. You can go ahead and Google also regarding the same in order to understand the deeper levels of AI. So, to summarize it in short, the attention is all you need was explaining how the generative AI and agentic AI processes in the back end. So, this whole attention is all you need paper discusses about the attention mechanism. So, this mechanism basically means AI started remembering the context, it started learning the language, and it used to connect everything word by word. So, to understand it with an example, I would say, like, if we as humans, when we try to read a book, and let's say it's a 100-page book, it is very difficult for us as humans to remember what we read exactly on the very first page. And that is what give the AI the superpower that it has today of remembering the context and understanding the context and responding us in a way that it will correlate everything block by block. That's the reason when we ask questions to ChatGPT, it usually gives us response in a way that that the questions we have asked previously to it. So that is how the whole agentic AI and generative AI started evolving over the period of 70 years. As we can see, the name generative AI in itself means that now AI has started generating stuff on its own because it is skilled enough to create images, write text, code, a lot more. So now we have understood the evolution of AI pretty much. We will be moving ahead with the agent bricks. Like agent bricks falls under agentic AI in itself. So let's try to understand what is agent bricks, what are the functionality does it have, and what are the modules it comprises of. So, to give you a short introduction about Agent Bricks, it is basically an agentic AI only, but Agent Bricks operates on a modular approach where each brick represents a reusable capability throughout the entire development cycle. And agentbricks is also a low code and no code kind of a platform, which is why it could be used by any non technical person as well who understand business and need to deploy their agents. They can also opt agentbricks and try and test it for themselves how does it operates. And also agentbricks provides seamless integration with the Databricks Lakehouse and Unity Catalog, which also ensures that the security and compliance related issue are kept in check. So moving ahead with the modules that AgentBricks comprises of. So in total, there are 4 modules in AgentBricks. The very first module is information extractor. It is a very simple module where it allows you to convert unstructured and uncleaned data into documents, and all of this data is structured automatically. So let's say if we have a manufacturing unit where we have hundreds of vendors from whom we deal with and a lot of contracts. So using information extractor, we can extract exact vendor details we did business with for the last 1 year. So this is the power of information extractor. Moving ahead with the knowledge assistant, that's the second module. In knowledge assistant is basically a chatbot, your personal assistant that answer questions with trusted source and linked information. Also, the demo that I was talking about that I have developed is based on knowledge assistant module only. So to try to understand this, we'll discuss it in the further slides how HR knowledge assistant is built on this knowledge assistant module. Moving ahead with the third module, this is custom LLM module where we are able to perform tasks like summarizing and classifying the bigger documents into a very short summary. Let's say that our company has developed a new long policy. So instead of providing long documents to the entire team, we can provide a short summary which will comprise the base idea of the policy that has been developed. So these are the capabilities of custom LLM. So moving ahead with the multi-agent supervisor. So multi-agent supervisor has the capability to use all the modules that we just discussed. So it has the capability of managing multiple AI agents working together across the business task. For example, one agent can be used for forecasting, whereas the other one can be used for inventory optimization and so forth. So this is how the whole multi-agent supervisor can multitask as well. So this is the basic four modules on which Agent Bricks is built upon. So moving ahead, there are a lot of people who are having questions related to agentic AI. That is that even reliable? Should we trust the responses that it give? Can we rely with deploying it on our production environment or not? So to solve these kind of questions, we as developer use one methodology where the synthetic data meets intelligent agent. So first I'll start by explaining you what is synthetic data. So, synthetic data is the data set that is the exact mirror of your production data, where we copy the exact schema and also put in the data which could relate to your real world business problems. And we try to train the whole model using this synthetic data. Once we train the model, once we deploy the model and test it enough and find it that now okay, now this is ready, and we can try to move this whole agent and process it with the production data, is the time when we actually deploy it in the production environment. So before going live, we can do the reliability check with the synthetic data set. So this is a very a very known approach, and we can use this approach to train our agentic AI in a better manner. And why this whole synthetic data architecture matters, reason behind it, ensure that agents are reliable, compliant and ready for production. With synthetic data, agent bricks become quicker, smarter and ready for deployment. Moving ahead with the demo that I was discussing initially. So, as I discussed, that I have created one HR knowledge assistant based on the knowledge assistant module. So, the business use case of this knowledge assistant is like now we all know that big organizations have a lot of SOPs going around and PDFs and documents on their portal. So it is very hard for HRs also to manage this all. Also, there are a lot. There also the HRs keep and also the HRs keep coming and going into the organization. So it's very difficult to keep a track of how this whole SOPs is correlating among itself. And while we are developing something new, it's very difficult for the HR to develop something that will not contradict with the previous SOPs that exist. So in these kind of situation, HR knowledge assistant could be helpful. Also, let's say we are onboarding a new employee. It could be very time consuming for the HR to walk each and every employee who is joining day by day to the entire SOPs and explain the infrastructure, explain the internal policies and how does the organization operates on a deeper level. So this employee can directly go ahead and query on the HR knowledge assistant to understand this whole thing. It also does have a huge business impact because it will save time, and time is money for all the organization. HRs could focus on higher end tasks such as, building the team and the culture inside the organization and lot more. So let's begin with the actual demo. I have attached the screenshots into the PPT. So let's begin with that. Okay, so before we start with the deployment of our agent brick, we are supposed to have these prerequisites in check. To start with, we need to enable one setting, which is Mosaic AI Agent Bricks Preview. We are supposed to have serverless computation and Unity Catalog enabled as well. Also, the most important one, we should deploy this in the US East 1 or US West 2 region. Reason behind that, these features are just only available in these two region for now. So now we know the prerequisites. Anyone can try to set up their environment and try to deploy their agent bricks. Let's begin with the demo first. Okay, so as you all can see, I have uploaded three files over here. All are the files related to leave policy only. Once I've uploaded the file, I go ahead and select agent, and in the agent section I'll specifically select the knowledge assistant. As you all can see, the other four modules are also there in option, but I have selected knowledge assistant module. And then this will be the pop-up. You all can see there is one overview section with followed by name, description, and the source from which I am reading the files. Also, I've described the content in the last box. So this agent will be based upon these inputs I just mentioned, the overview, the basic information, whatever I provide it, it will be dependent on that. The agent would be dependent on this one. And you can see in the corner that there is a create agent button. As soon as we click on this button, this screen will pop up onto our screen. So here you all can see that there is one update agent option as well. So as we discussed that agent bricks is a brick approach. So let's say your use case changed or you need to uh, add some functionality or features to your agent. You can simply go ahead and click on the update agent and change the description and how you want it to respond, and then click on the update agent, and this will create the second version of your agent. So moving ahead, I have also tested it for you guys. So as y'all can see, I have asked a very basic questions for starters, which is how many casual leaves do I get? So it has responded me with a very big answer, but I have highlighted it in a single line. It responded with 2 leaves per quarter and 9 per year. And y'all can see on the right side, I have attached the exact document from which it is reading the data and which matches with the one that our agent just responded as with. So at this point, we can at least say the data that is present in our document, at least questions related to that, they are answering pretty well and exactly the same as it is present in the document. So at this point, we can say it is reliable for questions. It is reliable in giving its output and questions related to the document. But I also did one thing, that I went ahead and tested it for the scenario where the data is not present in the document. Let's say I asked a question, can I carry forward my unused maternity leave? To which it responded me with, the document do not explicitly mention carrying forward unused portion of maternity leave to your future period. So now, as you all can see, when the data is not present in the module, the agent is very efficiently understanding the gap between the input that is present and the output that we are expecting. And it is not giving us any random answer, but it is acting quite responsibly by letting us know that this data is not present in your document. Also, you can see I haven't highlighted that part, but if you go ahead and read it, it has also suggested to reach out to your HR. So it also means that agent is also guiding us with the right steps. What should be the next action item once we don't find the data set? So at this point, I can say that we can trust the agent breaks response as well. So this is the whole demo that I prepared. It's a very short demo, but I hope that you all have understood the basic functionality of Knowledge Assistant so far. Moving ahead, I mentioned that I have one product is under development, and I am working on this product with the team for my organization. So the product name is Ask Me Anything. Y'all can understand this product as a one place, all of the knowledge of your entire enterprise at one place. So the problem that the company that is getting this product developed by us was facing is it was a very huge company and data was flowing from lot of sources, let's say CRM, Zoho, QuickBooks, Finance and Operation, Business Central, and all of this data set. It was very difficult for them to manage and draw insights out of it. So that's when they came up with an idea that let's try to use this data set to deploy our agent, and instead of developing the whole reports and insights out of it, let's just skip that part and start uh, developing an agentic AI out of it. So that's the reason they reached out to us, and that's how we started with deploying this product for them. That's Agent Bricks. Ask Me Anything. So it is still under development. Our organization has planned one webinar for it in future, maybe around the Feb first week, let's say, or January end probably. So stay tuned for this product as well. We will be discussing it in the upcoming webinars. Moving ahead, uh, okay, so now we are coming towards the end of the session. So let's try to discuss the action items that we have covered. Bhavi, you can go ahead and highlight So now that we are coming towards the end of the webinar, let's try to discuss the action item that could be your key takeaways, and what could be your key takeaways out of this entire webinar. So your action item could be you all can go ahead and deploy your AI agent today, because I feel AI isn't a tool anymore. It has the potential to be your next teammate. We are with agent bricks not just automating tasks, but we are building intelligent scalable agents which has the capability of learning, adapting, and delivering some real business value. So this is your time to start small, scale fast, and stay ahead. And also it could be used in any other industry, let's say finance and operations, or HR industry, or any other industries, let's say. So I hope I have covered all the basics of Agent Bricks. And if you all have any other queries, questions, or you need anything that you need to get developed for your organization, you all can feel free to reach out to our official mail ID, that is transform@cloudfronts.com. In case of any queries or clarity that you need on the webinar, you all can try to reach out to me as well. So, moving ahead, we can start with the question and answer round. I'll be waiting for a few minutes. If you all have any kind of questions, you all can go ahead and put it in the chat box. Okay, so I don't see any questions in the chat box. I guess I've covered it pretty well, I feel. So, still, if anyone is having any questions or queries or anything you need guidance upon to build your agent bricks, try to reach out to our official mail ID, which is transform@cloudfronts.com. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining into this webinar. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.